Hey everyone, welcome back to the Headway Podcast. I'm Shane, your host, and with me is co-host Rachel.
Hey everyone, last time we delved into the challenges of changes in your relationship and intimacy. Today we're navigating the complex landscape of alcohol after a brain injury.
Our listeners may wonder why this topic is being covered and what role alcohol plays in rehabilitation after a brain injury.
Yep, and that would be a fair question, Shane. People may not realise the impact alcohol can have on an individual's rehabilitation. In fact, some of the topics we've discussed previously, such as difficulties with memory, fatigue and mood swings, can all be heightened by alcohol consumption.
Exactly. Alcohol is a neurotoxin which can disrupt communications of the brain and affect the functions of brain cells. Alcohol can lead to headaches, memory loss, difficulty with balance and coordination, and lead to slower processing times.
Yep, and that's even without adding a brain injury into the mix. We're joined today by three incredible guests who are going to walk us through their journey of alcohol after a brain injury. So let's meet them.
Hi, my name is Martina. I'm attending a Headway a long time now. Really enjoying all the services, meeting all the people who have suffered the same injuries, and looking forward to going forward on the social group and the podcast.
Hello, my name is Stephen Carroll. I'm part of conducting RT program. I'm there over a year now. This is my second year there, and I'm part of this podcast now. And just thank Shane and Rachel for that too. And thank you.
It's David Mulhall here. Had a stroke 12 and a half years now. And with Headway for a while, stopped again back with them now. This is good idea for this.
Our guests today will share their journeys and explore the changes relating to alcohol consumption following their brain injuries. Let's hear from them about their experiences and gather valuable insights.
Hi, how are you? I have a total disadvantage from the fact that I don't remember before my heart attack. So I don't remember drinking. I could have been an alcoholic for all I know. I don't know. That remains to be seen. But I used to drink Smirnoff Ice, but now I wouldn't touch that. And I drink cider all the time. But when I go out, I think the most I've ever drank when I'm out is probably 6 bottles, which is a lot. But I wouldn't be drunk. I wouldn't have a hangover the next day. But I tend to drink probably 3 bottles and then I go in water. It doesn't bother me socially how that affects me. It doesn't bother me. I'm going up to the bar to ask for a pint of water, you know, because I'm still enjoying myself. I'm still dancing. I'm still singing with the music. It makes no difference. So it shouldn't affect you anyway. You should still enjoy yourself. But I don't go out very often, so I wouldn't drink very much.
Myself, about pool in the pub weekends, just Friday. Sometimes I drink with nerves first, and then not too much pints, maybe 5 pints overnight from 9 to 1. So something's good for me that time, but it helped me speech sometimes when I'm with it, I think.
Yeah, and do you still drink?
I do.
You do, yeah.
Yes.
You drink often?
Weekends.
Weekends, yeah. Yeah. And
Maybe probably it could be Friday and Sunday. That's all, because 2 days it'd be worse on me. Yeah.
So Martina, how does alcohol affect you directly now after your brain injury?
I'd have to say, because I don't drink that much, and then when I do go out, probably now lately, 3 drinks and that's it, I stop. And everyone knows, everyone looks at me and because my sister, I'd see them drinking 7-8 pints and I kind of go, how can you do that? Of course, but I probably did that before the heart attack. I don't know. Yeah. But they're fine. They're no one's kind of falling all over the place or anything like that. It's just what they're used to. Their system is used to that. Probably if I drank more regularly, my system would be used, but I don't want it because of all my medication as well. So you have to be so careful with your medication.
What about you, Stephen?
I never used to drink, especially when I was boxing and stuff like that. But when I got the brain injury, I didn't realise I had a brain injury at the time. And I didn't know what I was going through with depression and stuff like that. I just started drinking. I started drinking bottles of wine. I don't know how that even came about. I just thought that I just wanted something different. So I started drinking wine. And when I drank, I just got this great feeling inside me, like, you know, it was just a real bubbly feeling, like, and I want more and more. And then it was going on to from the weekends then to dailies then, like I was drinking during the week, like, so when I was working as well, I'd be working shift work, so you'd have like a Wednesday off or a Friday off, and I'd be drinking them days. And then I was coming to the stage of drinking all through the week and stuff like that, and it was becoming a big problem for me, like, you know. I was just trying to cover up the problems that I had, like, you know, or let the drink take them away and stuff like that. It was tough. It was a tough time, like, you know. But
when did you realise that it was a problem and you need to stop?
Well, when I was drinking more than I should have been, do you know, like when I wasn't when it wasn't just the weekends or my days off work, that I was starting drinking while I was working, not while I was in work, while I had work the next morning and stuff like that. And that's when I knew it was coming a problem. And my wife kept saying to me, "You want to stop before it does come a problem," you know, that way.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll be grand. It's only tonight and only tomorrow.
Yeah. And did you find it easy enough to stop?
When I put my head down to it, like, and realised that was coming a problem, I just stopped totally, blanked it out, and I was like, well, I need a wait minute, like, because it is coming a problem, like, you know, that I'm relying on it now to feel good, like, you know. It was taking away tomorrow's problem from me, you know, that way.
And what would you drink now?
I drink vodka now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I normally drink beforehand as well. Like, normally have about 4 double vodkas, and that's me sort of done, like, you know.
Yeah.
I'd drink them through the night as well. I take my time drinking them.
Yeah.
And
I'm just like easy and not that too much.
There's no race.
No
race.
With people, just your own way.
Because I'd be the same even with the 3 drinks. They would last me so long. Mm-hmm. Like, for every drink that I'd have, my sister might have, or a couple of my sisters might have 2, 3.
Yeah.
But that's what their system is able to do. Mm-hmm. Whereas, like, I could make mine last forever. Mm-hmm. Like,
but water is good for both ways.
Oh, yeah.
Like, even when I drank the first one, I'd always lash into me just to get the drink into me. That way, to start me off, and then after that, then I'd go slow on the other 3. You know, that way, like, so that I'd manage through the rest of the night. Otherwise, I'd end up, because I go from the stage of, now with the brain injury, I go from the stage of being sober to being overly drunk, like lock drunk, you know, that way.
I'm probably blessed I don't remember what it was like.
Yeah.
Because your age, I think.
Yeah,
sometimes, like, years ago, from 4 pints a day at a good pool, now 2 to 4 right now. That's all. I mean, I know half away as myself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, do you feel it's completely different the way it used to be? Are you aware of how different it is now than what it used to be like?
I know from the affairs sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Like, I live in the country, thank God. I like my own place, big time. But outside, sometimes it's easy, sometimes, and hard.
I think now that I know I have a brain injury as well, and how drunk I can get really quickly as well, that's obviously wanting me to drink as well, like, so if people are saying, come on, just have the 1 or 2, like, I know it's not going to end up with just 1 or 2 like that. I'll end up having 5 or 6 even like that, and then it's me that's left in a state, me to pick myself up the next day as well then, you know, my wife and kids. I left looking after me while I'm in bed trying to recover from the night before and stuff, you know. But it takes its toll on you, like, it's when you do get drunk, you get in a bit of a state, like, you know. Well, I do anyways, and I'm sure a lot of people do. Hit you a lot harder, and you think you're grand drinking, like, you know, like I said, you can feel sober, or you can feel like you're not getting drunk. The next thing you know, where bang, you're just...
Well, you might think that you're sober and everyone else is looking at you going, she's drunk.
Yeah.
You know, but you think you're fine.
Yeah.
But, like, I know I'm fine now because I don't drink that much. And I go straight on the water, like, and it doesn't bother me.
And David, for you, is having a few drinks and playing pool, that's your kind of, that's your getaway, is it?
Yes. Yeah. I'm very good at pool that time, but go to Ragnans in Kerry for a week this year. The hotel for 4 days. Look, crack.
Teams. David, don't mind me asking, but when you were having a few drinks, do you find your speech, your aphasia, does it get worse?
It's better.
It gets better, okay.
Maybe I was probably,
More relaxed.
yeah, in fact, yeah. I took the doctor first. He told me, he said, oh, I don't know. You would know.
Okay, and that you feel it gets better, does that make you look forward to that night out then?
Yeah.
It brings on more confidence.
Yeah, but next day, like...
In a bad way, next day, yeah.
Have a dog at home, get broken in the morning, could be hate at the dog.
Yeah, you pay for it the next day.
It's not worth it, yeah.
I mean, I feel that, like, you get more confident with a few drinks.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah?
I know it's like, it definitely puts you in good mood and all, like, but like that, like, you have a great night and you can go home, whatever, but the next morning, then the next day, it's just not worth it, like, how you feel, like, you feel like your depression is back, your anxiety is back, everything is just back to where you started with your brain injury from. It just feels, and I know it's probably not like that, but it feels that way, like.
I worked shifts that time years ago.
Yeah.
And in a while now, 12 and a half years now, but I think was working, even now, like even drinks not good for the brain.
Yeah.
Both ways. The way look,
Yeah.
You would know. But, I think it's better a few, not too many. Sorry, I lost my words.
No, I completely know what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. We can all agree that's not good for the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Just makes you feel good in the moment, though, doesn't it? Like, you know, yeah. Especially if you're around good company or like, you know, you think you're enjoying yourself, you're having a laugh before you drink. You start drinking then and you enjoy yourself some more. But like I said, it's not worth it the next day because having the brain injury on top of drinking, then, like, you know, it's either going to lead to more drink to cover up what you're feeling, or else you're going to have to manage and get through till you're okay again.
like that, social events like Christians, communions, birthday parties, do you feel like you have to drink when you're there, or do you feel like you have to avoid it to not want to drink?
My daughter's wedding is coming up now in 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you have to drink?
No, because I know I'm going to be up on the dance floor. Because I have two of my old schoolmates coming as well, and I know they will be up with me.
Yeah.
I won't get them off the dance floor. So it means I won't be drinking anyway. But it won't bother me again like that. I drink, but when I feel I've had enough, that's it, I stop and I go home water, and it doesn't bother me.
I don't know my limits when I drink either. Like, you know, like if I don't stick to four vodka, that's normally what I drink. If I don't stick to that, I don't know when to stop, and then I end up in a big state. Like, you know, like I drank a while ago, and we were going to a night out with a reggaeton party we were going to, and before we were drinking before we went in to town. I was in city centre, and before I even got there, because we got the bus in, before I even got there with the fresh air and all that hit me, then I was in a state, like, I was getting sick everywhere and all. It was disaster, like, you know. And I was drinking then because I was nervous to go into town and to meet people and stuff like that, you know. And I was just trying to cover up a bit, but I drank too much then before getting to the party, and I just sorted around there.
And you feel you were drinking more to calm the nerves before the party?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Yeah. Had the anxiety in the stomach, you know, and I was like, I'll just get a few more into me, I'll feel alright and stuff like that. And then next thing I know, like, I was getting out of the taxi and that, and I started getting out the bus. When the wind hit me, like, I was just locked drunk, you know. I went from sort of just being tipsy to being locked, like, you know.
Yeah, and you feel like Stephen before the injury would have been able to handle that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. No, I would have been still a bit of a lightweight with the drink now, you know, but I would have known how drunk I am before I even got on the bus or whatever, like that. But with the brain injury now, I didn't know how drunk I was. I thought I was still sober, sort of. And then I got off the bus and bang, I was just in locked, you know.
So it just kind of comes on out of
It just came in out of nowhere, yeah.
My brother got married last year on there with a hotel for the weekends. And my family, really one hand left, and they didn't drink my mother's side all blood. Drink too much that time.
Yeah.
But my brother didn't drink. My brother, a few, not too many. But the beer is the blood, both ways, I think, myself. But it was a good crack for the wedding. Eat food, be sober that day. But I think the family, I think, with the drink, I don't know, not good.
Do you feel like your family understood if you were kind of cutting back on the drink or you were kind of limiting yourself? Do you think people around you kind of understand that you're doing that, or is there that kind of pressure to...
The family was no hassle with the family because they're like me. They like to drink. They like to drink like me. My brother off the beer 7.5 years now. He good for him. He couldn't drink that time. He got like you, a few pints and locked one day. And they work at home. He said, Papa, all day. Sleep in the bar. Feelings. Look, it happened to me. I'll go up again. I don't know. I think it's the blood, I think, myself. I don't know. So, that's it.
Do you ever feel that when you're invited to a party or an event and you're like, oh, I don't want to drink, and you're nearly avoiding it because you know it's going to be about alcohol?
Yeah.
And you know that it's just going to put you in a state the next day and you don't want it, but you feel pressured.
Yeah, even if you have if you go, hey, I'll have one at 2, but you know what always leads to more.
Yeah.
Especially if the party's going on too late, like you want to be part of the party and enjoy it and not around the buzz, shall I say. But then it's not worth it, like I said, the next day then when you have to deal with yourself.
Yeah.
And do you notice the difference, say, from when you all would have kind of first had your injuries? So you see right now, everyone's kind of saying they know they have their 3 or 4 or whatever. Like, what would it have been like at the start of your injury? Was there that kind of fear the first time you went out and were drinking again? Or, did it take you a while to realise how many was kind of your limit?
I didn't drink for 7 months after the stroke. I didn't know myself. And I have diabetes. I'm up and down, even now, always one change. But I think now, better after this, go easy myself for the beer now. I know myself.
Yeah, and that's good that you're aware of that. Yeah,
First, I think about that. Like work shifts, half 2 go to bed at the time. I call 6:30 for work that day. I think I was under pressure, and we work, drinking, and stress get me where I am now.
Funny, I can't remember my first drink or anything and what made me change onto cider rather than Smirnoff Ice. I've never, maybe it's because of the brain, I never felt peer pressure. If I go out, and I've gone out many a night and just drank water all night, but that's my choice. But I've never felt that I had to because, they're drinking, so I have to have a drink. Like, it doesn't affect me that way. That's my decision. And I love that. I love that about me, that I can make that decision. Decide, no, I don't want to drink. I'm going to drink water. And it's great. My family, my friends, they all respect it.
That's good.
And they never have what? No. They respect it. And if that's what you need, that's what you need. And they're great with it. They really are. They're so good with it. But I never felt any peer pressure at all. And maybe because of brain injury, if I did, I couldn't care less because it's my decision. It's my life. I decide.
All my friends backwards on me for a while. I want to buy more that time, but I know now, probably me, my thoughts, or me not moving. Sometimes it's hard. But Spirit crossed the road to talk to me. Sometimes the tone was wrong that day. I thought I was mad.
And just say someone's listening to this that's literally just gone through their injury now, and they were like, I want to go to the pub. What would your advice be for them?
Take your time.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get, if you do, you're going to end up getting drunk before you realise you're drunk. Like I said, I drink and I don't feel like anything. Like I still feel sober. The next thing I can walk out to the air, and next thing I'm in a state. I'm locked drunk, like, you know. So I can still feel sober right up until that. So just be careful when you're drinking.
Just pace yourself.
Pace yourself, yeah.
Go night, not that go late to both. As if it's 12 o'clock, go at 10, just guess.
A good night does not go around alcohol. A good night is the company, and like if you're out and there's music and you're enjoying the company and you're having a laugh and everything like that. That's a good night. It's not the drink in front of you. That's a good night. So don't feel you have to have a good night to have a drink.
Do you feel it would prolong the recovery?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you're at the start of your recovery, you know, where you're ups and downs and stuff like that. And alcohol will definitely not help. You know, that way, like. So
one night and they were dying for a week after.
Yeah, dying for a week, yeah. It's really not worth that to start your recovery, like, to be drinking, you know, that way. Like, you can still go out and have a good time, enjoy your company, enjoy your friends, let them drink if they want to drink, but just even limit yourself to 1 or 2. You know, that you're still part of the group and you're still joining in and stuff, or just have a lemonade, whatever suits yourself.
And when you're in the early stages, is it something that your doctors and consultants would have?
Oh, they all tell you not to drink at all.
Yeah.
But that just will not happen. It's easier said than done to say to people, don't drink at all. Especially if you're brain injuries, like telling you go have a drink. You know, because you're thinking the opposite. Okay, they told me I'm not doing that. I am doing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's how you deal with it. Can I ask you, when you were drinking the wine and everything as well, were you on medication and all that?
Yeah.
Were you on much?
Yeah, I was on a few different ones, yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't affect at all?
Not really, no. Like, because I was still in the stage of recovery, like, and I wasn't okay at the time. But when I was drinking, I felt that I was okay at the time. You know, that way, it made you feel better. The alcohol.
No, I just didn't know how it affected. Like, because I know with me, like, the time that I probably would have 5 or 6, I was grand the next day. Like, it's funny, like, everyone's different.
Yeah.
I would love to hear from someone that kind of drank afterwards that felt it didn't. They didn't react well to it. So it'd be good to hear from that point of view.
As we wrap up this discussion, let's hear a final word from our guests.
When you don't feel okay, go get checked out. Go get your head scans done and stuff like that. Like, I was professional boxing, had no idea I had a brain injury at the time, just suffering with depression and stuff like that. Next thing I turned to the drink then. The drink became my best friend. I wasn't a good person at the time when I was drinking as well then either. But just go get help from the start. Like, you know, as soon as you notice something's not right and you're not yourself, go get the help. Like, you know, it's not. And again, help is not easy to do because you're asking someone for help. And that's the hardest thing to do, is to go and ask someone for help, or to tell yourself that you're not okay. But everything will be okay in the end when you go get the help, and don't try not turn to the drink, because the drink will be your worst enemy.
Don't be afraid to have a couple of drinks anyway, but don't feel peer pressure to have more than that people force you to have more. Always just be comfortable. Be aware of what's around you and who you're with. Be comfortable with who you're with. And enjoy your night. It's not all about drink. It's all about the company, the music, the chat, the fun, the laughter.
Go easy and think more, and different are different spirits. Time was 4 points and down to 2 now. I know why. So look for help if you want.
Martina was just saying there about the company of people. Bring yourself around people and keep yourself in company. But just make sure that it is good people that you are around. It's very important that they're there to support you and help you rather than drag you down with them.
And can I just say, well, be aware of the medication that you're on as well. It's very important that you take into account that if you're on a nursing, even if a small amount of medication, no matter what medication you're on, just make sure it's suitable to drink.
I had hand up any help. everywhere.
Yeah.
Regardless of that. It's there, get it through. Everyone.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of today's exploration into alcohol after a brain injury. There's definitely some food for thought there.
Yeah, absolutely, Shane. And a big thank you to our incredible guests for sharing their stories and shedding light on the journey of managing alcohol after a brain injury.
And of course, thank you to our listeners for joining us on this insightful episode. Your support means the world to us.
If you found today's episode resonating with you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We have more compelling topics lined up for future episodes.
Connect with us on social media to share your thoughts, questions and experiences related to alcohol after a brain injury.
Join us next week for another exciting episode. Until then, take care, stay curious and keep exploring the many facets of life after a brain injury here on the Headway Podcast.